Some of you guys were pretty shocked to find out how tall I am. I'm 5'1". 5'2"-ish on a good day. I learned pretty early on that being petite, camera angles and posing were gonna make or break my photos. Some of you guys might even be asking, well, what makes you qualified to talk about camera angles and posing? And honestly, not much. This video has actually been done quite a few times on YouTube, but I thought I would give it my own personal spin because I am on the shorter side. I'm petite, and I somehow have catfished all of you guys into believing that I was super tall when I'm not. Also, by the way, hi internet friends, I'm Laura, aka Shop VonV. I sell vintage and modern clothing on platforms such as Poshmark, Etsy, and eBay. And what makes me, I guess, unique in a way is I model my own clothes and I take all the photos by myself. So today I thought I would share with you guys 5 tips that I have learned along the way to help myself look taller and also just how to build confidence in general in front of the camera. And honestly, this video doesn't need to be just geared towards people who are short or petite. These are tips that can help anybody with confidence, just with posing in front of the camera in general, because like, let's be real, we all get really nervous when there's a camera in front of us. So hopefully these tips and tricks can help you out. Tip number 1 is the most obvious one, but that is to stand up straight. This is where my joke always comes in that I say I'm 5'1", 5'2" on a good day. Honestly, when I stand up straight, I am suddenly 5'2". Make sure you kick your shoulders back, stand up straight. The most common thing that I always hear is people say pretend like there's an invisible string pulling you up. And yeah, just makes you stand up straight, be more present and in the photo. And again, helps out with that confidence, I'm telling you. Tip number 2 is to separate the limbs. This tip works both on arms and legs. Make sure your body's not just like a straight line because that instantly is going to shrink you down. Plus, separating the limbs creates definition and depth to the photo. This just instantly is going to elongate your body. I feel like I'm going to say elongate your body over and over again in this video because honestly, that's what we're trying to accomplish. But yeah, separate those limbs, man. Pretend like it's one of those weird like theater class exercises where you're just moving around. You're separating the limbs, looking real weird for a minute, and then boom, you fall into a pose. Tip number 3 is to kick out the leg. I always kick my legs slightly forward. Again, it creates that depth and elongates the body. You can kick it out to the right or to the left, whatever you feel comfortable with, but again, just keeping that separation, that's what it's all about. You don't want to be one straight line. I noticed tip number 2 and 3 also even help if you're doing a sitting down pose. However you're setting up the photo, separate those limbs. If you're sitting down, it's honestly even more important because you don't just want to look like a frumpy little ball. You want to separate the limbs and elongate that body. Tip number 4 is to know your angles. This is something that is actually kind of personal. You need to figure out what your favorite angles are. Most of the time you'll see people will slant their head to the right or to the left, whatever they feel comfortable with. I personally, this is one of those things that over the years I wasn't very confident with, but the older I've gotten, the more I've embraced it. But like, I got a big nose, so I've had to learn what camera angle looks best with my nose and where that, you know, little beautiful hump, that little Lady Gaga nose that I got going on, what direction does it look best in? And honestly, as sad as it sounds, sometimes even when the sun's out, I kind of have to gauge which way I want to face. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, gosh, this just sounds so narcissistic. Honestly, taking a good photo just makes you feel more confident, and there's nothing wrong with that. Trust me, you're gonna look back on these photos in 50 years and be like, dang, I'm really happy that I put in that effort into that photo, because those are solid memories. Tip number 5 is to try different camera angles, but also remember there's a tried and true method to this. If you want to take a picture of your full body, aim from down below. Always set the camera up so it's leveling up, and that's going to elongate your body, and it creates this like wonderful power move where you just look so much more powerful, in control of the photo, and confident. When you're photographing from up above and it's your full body, it makes you look a lot more petite, a little bit squatter. No photos from up above if you're doing the full body. The other tried and true method is if you're photographing from the waist up, make sure the camera's either gonna be eye level, slightly above, or just slightly below. You don't wanna take a picture that's waist up from down below because you're gonna get like weird shadows on your chin and all that kind of stuff, and it's not always a good look. Down below, full body. Waist up, eye line. Okay, so we covered the basics, but real quick, I'm gonna give you guys some rapid fire tips that you can always have in your back pocket. Pinterest is your friend. It's a perfect catalog of inspiration. Find a body type that looks like you. You can get inspired and just really look at those photos. Obviously, you don't wanna copy them, but on the flip side, you can learn from other people's angles. Like if you find a body type that looks similar to yours and you look at a photo and you're just like, dang, that person looks really good in that photo. Boom, there you go. That's in your back pocket to try on the next photo set that you do. Okay, avoid dead face and deer in headlight. This is the most common one that I always see when I first started out. Oh boy, did I have a case of deer in headlight. I honestly just like would look straight in the camera and just my eyes would be super wide. And sometimes I do fall into the dead face category as well. As cliche as it sounds, smize. Tyra Banks, man, she knows what's up. She knows what she's doing. Just do a little smize, little smirk, little like, you know, kind of side of the mouth thing. Oh God, it feels awkward so much. I think as photographers, sometimes you have to remind yourself that taking a photo of someone is super personal. They're gonna be surprised no matter what when they see the photo of themselves. I think taking photographs of yourself gives you that opportunity to mess up a little bit and just look goofy. But when you have someone else taking the photographs of you, it's just such a personal experience. And sometimes it can be wildly uncomfortable. That's why sometimes having these tips in your back pocket is always a good thing to have on hand. Just remember though, there are so many factors that go into a good photo. One of the most difficult ones to nail is lighting. You can have a wonderful setup, you can have a great outfit on and your makeup is done fantastic, but if you get under some terrible, harsh lighting, you're not gonna look good. And that's not your fault. Honestly, it's kind of the person behind the camera's fault. So for me, all those bad photos that I've taken of myself over the years was my own fault, and I had to learn how to perfect that. And of course, one of the most important parts to remember of all of this is photography is fun. It's artwork. So it's not some strict rules that you need to adhere by. Have fun with it. These are all tips that honestly have worked for me over the years, but sometimes I love breaking those rules because you want to create a cool picture. Like the intro that I did, no one would ever suggest filming yourself that way because you're probably not gonna look good. I know I didn't look that great in that intro when I was like leaning over, but it was art and it was something fun and it was a way to spice up this video a little bit. Having fun, breaking the rules, never a terrible idea. Okay, you guys, those are all the tips that I have for you today. I hope this helped out. I hope maybe this boosted your confidence a little bit. And your homework assignment is to go take some damn photos and have some fun with it. If you have any additional photo tips, leave them down below. I'd love to hear them. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.